Hi Sagittarius, this is Psychic Tracy Brown coming to you today to do your October horoscope. How is everyone today? Oh, she's gone. How's everyone today? Okay, Sag, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started quickly. Um, all right. What is around Sagittarians for the month of October? What is around Sagittarians for the month of October? Please talk to me, Father God. Please tell me what is around Sagittarians for the month of October. Please talk to me, God. What is around Sagittarians for the month of October? Now, if I remember correctly, I wasn't crazy about last month's reading with Sagittarians, so I would be curious as to how you all made it through. All right, because I thought it was it was uncomfortable for me, and I'm thinking if it was uncomfortable for me, what is going on with you Sagittarians? What is around Sagittarians for the month of October? We will do a reading here. Final outcome. It might be a way for me to get a good angle on my, oh no. This is your final outcome. All right, so let's hold on to that. What is around Sagittarians for the month of October? All right, let's do this. New beginnings. New beginnings. Ironically, what's crossing is yourself. What's crossing is a fire sign. New beginnings that has to do with the fire sign. Because it's crossing, it could be fire sign male or woman. We're not going to count this as a gender. Okay? New beginnings for you, fire sign. You're another one. And you might have to be a little sneaky about it. You might have to be a little sneaky about how you create this new beginning. It could be work related. Just had something very, very similar. It could be work related. Also, there might be two women that might block your ability to move in a different direction. Two women. Or it might be because of two women you need to have this new beginning. Your biggest concern is your family and your money and how you use your family and your money. So with that being said, Sagittarian, spending money is not your friend this month. Do not spend money. Trust me on this. Whatever's left over from October is seeping into November, but in terms of money this time, okay? Something good is coming. You gotta watch your finances, okay? Because something good could actually turn into a huge problem and a huge conflict. So, this is one of those times where I have to say be careful what you wish for. Because whatever you want or want it, as a resounding yes, turns out to be a big problem. It has something to do with work. Work for you, work for your family, something like that. Be careful that your biggest concern is money, because you could get what you want and never see your family. And that's all you care about. Inside your mind is all you care about. But I don't like the fact that money is in my past position, which means it's something that you can have. But how money is used for your family is going to be inside your head. And your environment is going to be about maybe having some regrets that you were looking for this money. But at the same token, because it's a really good card, technically, let me read it real quick. The Four of Pentacles, I always describe it as save money because there's going to be a rainy day. And I do believe that because the conflict shows up here. So I think you're going to be happy that money came in. I just think that the way money comes in is not the way you would have designed it. And it is what you wanted, or what you wanted for your family or for someone in your family. And then you turn around and you realize you all never get to see each other, because what you really want is this embrace and family and, dog and all that good stuff. What you're going to get instead is conflict after conflict after conflict. And I promise you, it's going to be like, well, you wanted this. It's kind of like somebody that's opening up their own, let's say, restaurant. And you have all the resources to open up the restaurant, and no one is stopping you. Stop. And no one is stopping you, but in the long haul, it turns out that there's going to be regret. Okay? So, I think this might be a train wreck that's coming anyway, only because there was something from October that's bleeding into something from September that's bleeding into October. So, the Four of Pentacles, which is this card, this is the card I'm reading, means sound money management, period. It means ownership or gain of money, kind of like having a house, right? But again, whatever it is that you think you want, even if it means purchasing a house, it's almost like you have to bust your ass working to pay for the house. Or someone in your family has to bust their ass working. The Four of Pentacles represents financial security, but it also warns of being too miserable, because in order to have financial security, you could be working too hard. All right? Whenever I get this card, and it is in your environment, it's like buyer beware. Whatever monies you think you have, because it could be because of a job, it could be because of, the ability to buy a home. Really weigh the pros and cons. I watch HGTV often, and one of the biggest concerns is buying a home outside of your price range, okay? Even though you can afford it. In the long haul, it just may not work for you if this is about buying a home. If it's about a job, or a job for your family that you've been wishing or dying for your family to have, it's almost like be careful, because what you think you're going after is a lot of work. It is exhausting, okay? And although you may have the money for your family, you may have the money for your family, you may not see your family. It's like you're going to justify working overtime, working a lot, burning both candles. You could justify it, but in the long haul, it turns out to be one of the biggest conflicts and or mistakes. So, be really, really careful. Also, if this comes about, it is a new beginning. It could come about because of these two women. Either they're going to make you leave, or they're going to encourage you to take this type of job, and they would never take the job themselves. So it'd be like, sucker. So be really, really careful who you're listening to, because I just want you to be really positive. Somebody around you, or maybe you yourself, could be a Sagittarian man, has some court issues, and the court issues depletes your finances. And again, I'm back to this card, which is, thank God I got this job that's giving me more money. However, there could be a court issue that you now have to spend on lawyers, and means that you have to work that much harder, so then you don't get to see your family. Okay? For those of you, there is an air sign man probably carrying a child or children, probably wants to be in a relationship with you. It looks to me like you are thinking about whether or not you want to take on this relationship and this child or children. And so there's going to be a lot more negotiations or convincing in order for something like that to happen. For others of you, Sagittarian, there is a lover out there that's a fire sign, that's in your future. Right now, I think this person is just a lover, and I think that you are thinking about making her your queen. Okay? If that's the case, and you are dating a fire sign woman, go for it. There's also a lot of hope for other signs, other Sagittarians, and a run for an air sign. She's sharp, she's quick with it, she can match you toe to toe. Go for it. Go for this air sign. Don't be too afraid and ignore all the other people that want your attention. Some of you are going to get pregnant and going to get pregnant very fast. Some of you are going to take a quick trip before winter hits. But some of you are going to wind up pregnant. For those of you that are going to wind up pregnant, watch your drinking. Because it's almost like you're not going to know. And it's going to be like, I didn't know. And then I was pregnant. And oh my God. Doesn't matter. You'll be fine and so will the baby. For those of you that are thinking about a trip or relocating to another state or relocating abroad, your biggest complaint is going to be money. It looks to me that you seem to be passionate about getting out from where you're living. And so you just might do it anyway. And you might leap before you look. I don't think it's such a bad thing. I'm just pointing out this is something that could happen. They would say maybe delay it a little bit. Maybe it's not necessary to do right now. And maybe you might wait till February. They would say plan it. And there's an air sign person that you might want to talk to. Because whatever you're about to do, Sagittarian, the air sign person is really, really going to miss you. Some of you are coming back in. And you're coming back in because of money. So I don't know what that means. You could have left a job, came back in. Left a location, came back in. Whatever it is, it's because of money, work, or job. All right? You have a really good position in terms of making this decision. So be confident that coming back in from a place that you thought you would never come back to is a really good thing. There's success in love, Sagittarian, especially if you were hurt. There is success in love. All right? So have a little faith for some of you that are feeling some pains right now. Have a little faith. It does get better. Some of you are going to need a new car. Your car's trying to talk to you. Listen to your car. Doesn't really matter. The reason why I'm getting this car is because I think you're not listening to your car. And you're going to be forced to buy a car. And there's not going to be enough money. I don't know. Try to listen to your car and maybe delay the purchase. Get something fixed. Delay the purchase if possible. Because there could be a potential that you could work this out to your advantage. All right. But if you don't, then you could self-sabotage yourself by not giving your car the love. The car needs love and attention. Not giving it to love and attention, it could sabotage. Whatever's going on with your car, I really do think it's fixable. I don't think it's like, hey, you need to get this done and it's $5,000. Well, then, you know what? We don't fix the car. We get a new car. You take that money and put on a new car. But that means you would have some payments. It doesn't matter. My point to this is you still might need a car. There might be a way to delay it. Or if you were thinking about, I'm wondering I should do it. Do it. I'm wondering if I should just turn this car in now. Yes. If you can, do it. Because it's just going to conk out on you very, very soon. Again, Sagittarians, I'm back to being a little confused because you took on a job. I feel like it could be a new job or a new position. You did it as a sacrifice. I believe you're doing it as a sacrifice for your family. But you're a little confused because I think you're working way too hard. And I don't think that's what you would have signed up for. And by the way, if it's not you, it could be someone that you know and love. Stop being stressed, Sagittarian. Stop being stressed. For other Sagittarians that are stressed over a water sign woman and a water sign man, not together, but if you're stressed over a water sign woman, she does have what you need to offer. Take it with both hands. If you're stressed over a water sign man, my only concern with the water sign man is if he is a really, really good man, but he has an addiction, and your only concern is his addiction. But he really is a really, really good man otherwise, but addictions are hard to deal with. So, how do you weigh the balance? It's stressful. It's very, very stressful. Okay? Some of you are going to get engaged. Some of you are going to get married. It is victory for many, many Sagittarians in the month of October. I think there's many that's going to get married because October is just a really good temperature month. But I also think there's many people that's going to get engaged, it's particularly around Halloween. So I just see all of these festive, mask Halloween type of engagements. Some Sagittarians are feeling a little sick. You will recover. Or you could get a little sick and they can't find it. They can't find what they're looking for, but you will recover. So I wouldn't worry too much. Again, pregnancy is mandated for Sagittarians. There's deception here. So it looks like there could be a pregnancy that you can't tell someone about it. Or there might be a girl that you're trying to get pregnant. That's deception too. And it looks like you might have to fess up in about 2 weeks time. I don't think it's 2 months, but it could be as long or up to 2 months. And for those of you that are trying to get somebody pregnant, I think it could occur in about 2 months. I don't encourage someone trying to get somebody pregnant without their permission, Sagittarians. So don't do that. Don't do that, Sagittarian. Okay, Sagittarian, what is your final outcome? The Four of Emotions. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around. Daydreaming or going within can be a healthy way to get clarity. As long as you act upon your dreams. All right, Sag. Look out for my radio show. There is going to be there are going to be opportunities, but remember, you might leap before you recognize that whatever you're going after might be too much for you. I'm not quite trusting a couple of women out there that is encouraging you. Be smart moving forward, because what I see is that your family matters. So choose something that lets you come home to your family. And if this is a spouse, tell your spouse to choose your family or significant other. It doesn't have to be spouse. All right, Sagittarius, I think it's a little better than last month. I hope you're happy with me. I don't remember if anybody made too many comments about Sagittarius. I'll go back and check the comments. Please email me if you would like to elaborate more. Email me, psychictracybrown@yahoo.com, and the description, the rates are in the description. Bye, Sagittarians. Thank you for putting up with me. You have options. Bye.